Jazz. Alright, so boom. The big coming Carlos said he had a lit pregame and I could pull up on him. Tryna roll. For real? Bet. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Hey. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Hey. Catch your vibe, come and meet the team. Come and kick it with your fave 3. Chop it with us, come and join the stream. Trust me, y'all, it's must see. It's a culture party if you partaking. Hottest podcast, it ain't no debating. It's ringing off cause it's so engaging. Let's keep it y'all. You won't find this on no other page. This kind of talk, this kind of cloth right here is tailor-made. Tryna have fun, we the plug then. It's for the people so the culture win. Need an outlet, then tap in. Come tap in. We keep it fresh with the content. We even got Bash Stop from Carolina Blitz. And Shot from P&P, they're a perfect fit. Cause what's the point of a pregame if it ain't lit? It's lit.
What's up, everybody? What's good? What's popping? It's your boy Carlo with the Pregame Podcast. We lit, we live, and while y'all at it, like, comment, and subscribe. My boy Shot, what's good with you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. All is well. I
ain't seen you in a while, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we just linked up. Come on, man.
No, I'm joking, man. Shout out to P&P, man. They had me on the pod on Tuesday, man. It was lit. It was fun, man. But I'm excited to be here on the podcast today with you all. You already know I'm going to ask what y'all pulling up with, so make sure y'all get ready. We are live on Instagram. We're live on Twitter. And we are live on YouTube. Make sure y'all come subscribe, follow us, hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Our co-host, Vashti, would not be with us today. She has some personal things to take care of. But, you know, she is watching us right now. So shout out to you, Vashti. And everything you got going on, man. We got you. We got your back. We holding it down over here from the Pregame family to yours. So yeah, that's it, man. How was your week, man?
All is good, man. Just busy. It's busy.
When are you not busy, bro?
Yeah, it's a lot.
But you said you like it though, man. So I know you.
I do. I like to stay busy, man. Lord should get arrested, so I like staying busy. So it's just a lot going on. We got this parent dance coming. I'm a dance dad. See, we got this parent dance for the nationals. You know what I mean? So we got that practice going on. Had that practice last night. So it's fun, man. Good stuff.
What's up, man? That's up. So you gonna show out, man? You gonna?
Oh, of course, man. I'm a defending national champion. Don't get it twisted.
Wait a minute.
Don't get it twisted, bro. If I'm stepping out, bro, it's only one way. You gonna step out the win you don't step at all, bro.
Sometimes you gotta pop out, right?
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta pop out.
Gotta show them.
Hey, yo, shout out to the dance dads, man. I need to see it on YouTube or something. I gotta see some clips.
Yeah, I got the video from last year. I'll show you.
Check it out, bro. I gotta check it out for real, man. But I would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta show out. You get a lot of love in the chat.
Listen, I don't have no son, right? So this is my sport. Yeah, I mean the dance is my sport. So I'm in there. Whatever it takes, bro. I'm out there. So I'm the type of person you lead by example. You can't have your kids out there, pushing them to be their greatest, and you can't get out there and do it yourself. And as a former stepper, I still got it. Yeah, my knees don't. Of course, come on, bro.
I was too,
man.
bro.
Hey, at T, we like 13 times back to back champs, bro. Come on.
Okay. No. One thing the Sigmas do,
nice.
They know for good stepping, bro. But I can get down too. I've been stepping since I was young, bro. So that's what's up, bro.
Man, I still got it. My knees, they be locking up sometimes, but pop out. Like you said, you got to pop out and show them.
Every now and then, we're the age now, you just do it every now and then, You tell everybody you retired, but you always got one in the chamber just in case. You know what I'm saying?
One round. It's like I got one round, that's it.
There you go. One song, like such a stroll, like one song, you know what I'm saying? I got one, you know what I'm saying? You give it your all. you know you tired out there, but you got to show out for the crowd for a little bit, and then you just wave off like y'all ain't ready, y'all ain't ready.
And with y'all, I know y'all knees go early. I know y'all knees go. Where y'all be going? I know y'all knees go quick.
My knees good, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I needed to like say the homeboy, say the fellas hit me up, was like, yo, they got an alumni stroll going on. First question I'm gonna ask, how many strolls, how long, and then I'll decide I'll get out there now.
Facts.
But now these young dudes, man, they got this high train legs. I gotta
be seeing that, bro. I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. Y'all gotta take it back to the old school.
I learned the old school way, you know what I'm saying? So the foot stays on the ground. You feel me? That's a whole different story, man. We'll get into a fraternity thing later, man. I just added, I saw something, man. So cool, man. So a lot has been going on in terms of the news. One thing that happened, we won't really talk about too much, but the JJ Redick got hired as the Lakers coach.
So I guess I gotta can I be a Lakers fan now? The JJ's my guy. So
I'm gonna say, fellow Duke. Are you a bandwagon fan now? Should I get you a jersey?
No, I'm good. I do rock with JJ though, the ultimate heel, right? There's no more. I mean, other than Christian Laettner, there's probably no other hated Duke basketball player in the world than JJ. Well, people hate JJ.
He was hated for the right reasons, but Grayson Allen, I couldn't stand.
Okay, Grayson, fair enough. But Grayson didn't do enough to be. I mean, he tripped folks. I get that, but from a balling standpoint, you got Christian Laettner and you got JJ. So I'm a huge JJ fan.
He was a bucket. Like he was one of those shooters that actually made a really good career out of it. Now, the interesting thing, the only question I got for you, and we're about to go into our content, is LeBron and JJ going to continue their podcast?
I mean, they
can be a player coach.
They can't, bro. They can't continue that pod, man. They might start dropping trade secrets and all that. Yeah, I mean, so they got to chill. But I think it does make sense. And then going back to the last week discussion, man, was my man. Does he get his credit for,
Deschamps, bro?
Right? Does he get his? You know what I mean?
He had a little sub tweet a little early.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he posted an article. Yeah, I would too, bro. Yes, look, I'm gonna say this a lot today, but sometimes you just gotta pop out. Sometimes you gotta pop out, and that's what he did. He basically was like, "Yo, here's an article. All you need to know about the Lakers heavily pursuing JJ for this long time. The Dan Hurley Hail Mary is what he said. Like, yeah, okay, they tried, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't who they were really pursuing. So he threw a little sub at Woj.
I definitely would have done the same. So shout out to him. Because he definitely deserves that victory lap.
Hey, somebody in the chat said, "Ew, not JJ. He's mid and shouldn't be a coach. He didn't even play."
I guarantee you, JJ's probably an excellent coach, bro.
No,
I guarantee he's probably an excellent coach.
He might be a player's coach. This is like, I saw somebody say, explain this in NFL terms. I think this is a Lakers Hail Mary in terms of a Sean McVay type of coach. They think that they have somebody who is a very good offensive mind, who understands basketball, that is a player's coach that can get the best out of players. We'll see if it happens. He's never coached. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. As a Lakers fan, if you bring in the W,
he was coached by the greatest coach of all time, the college coach, right? Yeah, okay, so I think he has enough. He's played the game. Sometimes you just got to pop out and show him. You know what I mean?
Pop out. Sometimes you gotta. Hey, yo, look, I'm trying to tell. We're gonna say this a lot tonight because last night was lit. We're gonna get to that. Sometimes you gotta pop out. All right, we'll see. He has the coach in the back pocket, man. So we'll see what comes out of it, man. So let's get into some of this. Oh, I messed up. Hold on, bring it back. I got too excited. Sometimes you gotta pop out and mess up. All right, so here we go, man. So we got a lot to talk about. First things first is my man T. Higgins, who, one thing about Panthers Twitter, they think that everybody's gonna be a Panther. And then everybody's gonna be on the Panther squad. They want everybody, but this man has got franchise tagged. What are your thoughts around him being franchise tagged him actually signing the franchise tag this late? And my second question for you, Shad, is, do you think this will be a sign and trade? Do you think he's going to finish the season as a Bengal, or is he going to be traded?
I don't know, bro. Like, I like T as a player, but I don't know that I never looked at him like the true one. Like, he's gonna command one money. But I just don't see it, bro. Like, so I never got on the Higgins train. I don't think he had that much leverage, because had he had the leverage, somebody would have went out there and got him. So the proof is in the pudding, right? So I think that, him signing that tag, he had to, right? You don't got no choice. Either you're gonna take the money, or you're gonna risk getting fined, all that stuff for not showing up, not signing the tag. So there's a lot of risk by not signing that tag. Unfortunately, this is the nature of the beast. Like, this is what it is, and that's the game. And the teams have all the leverage in the world, and this proves it, right? And so Higgins, I hope he gonna have to ball out another year. Hopefully, he get a bag at some point. But this is the game. This is the game.
And if you're keeping it a bean too, like the 1 year, I don't know if he got 20 something. That's not a bad bag for 1 year, especially for someone like T. I think it's not terrible, but I think two things he looked at that he probably the reason why he decided to sign right now. One, he waited to see if somebody was going to say, "Hey, we want T. Higgins." Nothing really happened. It's kind of like, I'm not comparing him to TMJ, but it's kind of like "Hey, I'm looking out for a trade," and then nobody comes out and says it. Two, I mean, the Bengals probably asking for a lot from him. He can be a wide receiver one. We've seen that before Jamar Chase got there. But at the end of the day, he saw that bag that Justin Jefferson got and said, "You know what? I got to sign this right now." I'm not saying he's gonna get that. I'm not saying
he'll get that. So that's the thing. Like, he isn't Justin Jefferson, bro. He's a fringe 1,000-yard guy. Like, with the additional games, the extended season, like, getting 1,000 yards ain't that difficult. And he's a fringe style. He's not popping out and showing us 1,400 every year. That's not the guy he is. I see my man everyday game and say he's the number one wide receiver, bro. He's not. He's not.
He's not. Definitely the number one receiver.
He's not the number one wide receiver, and the market has shown that he is not a true one. People view him as a two. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Because had the market been the demand been there, he would have signed somewhere elsewhere, and it would have been somebody would have traded for him.
Yeah. Now he has to play with a chip on the shoulder right now because he has a lot to prove. All eyes are on him because of the fact that he got franchise tag, because of the fact that nobody came and traded for him, and he's betting on himself. So if he can stay healthy, because he's missed a lot of games. So if he can stay healthy and ball out, we'll see what happens, man. But good luck to T. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next thing here. Let's see. Boom. All right. So did you see Hard Knocks officially said that they are covering the AFC North? I think this is the first time they're doing one where they're covering the entire division. I like watching Hard Knocks. I like looking the behind the scenes stuff. We've talked about this before. Are you tuning in, or are you just gonna sit back and just chill out because it's gonna be mid-season?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be watching. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's too much going on. So I'm probably not gonna be watching. But I do like that they're covering the entire division. I think that's dope because you're probably gonna see the nuances between each team, how they're gonna prepare for each other, seeing those chase each other. I think that's dope. But I won't be watching it all. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not a Hard Knock. I watched like the first couple seasons it was out, but I'm not a Hard Knocks guy. And I think it's a dope concept. It's just not for me.
I like Hard Knocks. I like the off season one more than the in season. Because like as a Panthers fan, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm locked in watching what's going on with my particular team. So I don't necessarily watch Hard Knocks in season. I'll usually watch the in season off season. So I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. I think it's dope to have more content with more players and more drama. So it'll be interesting. So I will tune in after the season, but I'm not going to tune in during the season unless things are slow. I want to shout out Carolina Blitz real quick. Carolina Blitz, that's Vashti. She is watching. What up, Vashti? She said, this is a good point. She said, JJ's move is unprecedented. Isn't unprecedented, excuse me. Jason Kidd did move from a player to a head coach right after retiring, which is true, but he did get fired as well.
But he also just coached in the title game.
He did. I'm saying, yes, but I'm saying it did take some time. It did take some time for Jason Kidd to find it out. This man was over here telling people to fake like you bumping into me so I can drop water and ice on the court so I can get a free timeout. I mean, smart, but Jason Kidd did coach the team to a finals. They did not win, but he did coach. So we'll see what happens. But let's move on to the next thing. Did you see that this is wild. Speaking of football and Super Bowls and stuff, this guy Justin Timberlake, man, got arrested. Now, this is a very interesting situation, right? He got arrested. He got a DWI, driving while intoxicated. Wasn't because of alcohol. This man had a lot of hard drugs in his system. But This man got arrested. The cop did not know who he was. And so he was sitting there getting arrested, and they say this on body cam. The body cam footage has not come out yet, but he said, "Oh man, this is gonna mess up everything." And then the officer was like, "Mess up what?" He was like, "My tour, my world tour." And he was like, "Who are you?" Like, so it's just interesting to see like this
JT
man.
He does look a little different. He ain't the same JT, bro. A little aging a little bit.
Yeah, man, he definitely aging. You could tell in this particular mugshot, them eyes are glossy and red. That man is gone to the moon. He gone to the moon. Like, he's gone. He is gone. He had, like they said, it was cocaine, Molly, a whole bunch of different stuff. It was pretty wild. Like the list, it was 2 of them I heard of, 2 I didn't even hear. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. So that's pretty wild. What do you think about this, man? I think the interesting thing around it is like some celebrities think that they are like superhuman. Oh, I can drive, I can make it, this, that, and the third. And then I think it just brings him back down to reality of like, you used to be this superstar and now you're getting arrested by cops who don't know you. Like, what are your thoughts around hearing about this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I heard about it. I didn't know the details. But hey, everybody, he's human at the end of the day. It just surprises me that guys like this that are at the level of a JT just aren't moving properly, bro. Like, you got all the resources in the world because he was driving, right?
Yes.
Like, why, bro? Why are you driving? Why don't you have a car service? Like, why don't? It just amazes me how these celebrities continue to do this, because he's not the only one that does it. There's people get caught driving while intoxicated and under the influence all the time. It just amazes me how it's JT, bro. Like,
are you a JT fan, man? You listen to his music?
I do. Back in the day, not more so. None of his new items.
His new items ain't it?
But it's back in the day when he was linking up with Timberland, like that was fire. Yeah, but Cry Me a River, those times, dope. But the newer stuff, I ain't with it.
Yeah, man. I think 2020 Experience, that was probably his last like fire. The part 1, part 2 is probably his last fire albums. The Man in the Woods wasn't it for me, and that last album he just dropped, which I think he did kind of work with Timberland a little bit. It just didn't last. It didn't hit.
You gotta let it go, bro.
Land. Sometimes you gotta not pop out and just let it go.
Just go sit down. Sometimes you gotta go sit down, bro.
Sometimes you gotta go sit down, bro. That's real.
I saw his other homies. I saw his other NSYNC homies on tour somewhere. I was watching.
I think in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he need to go link up with them. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just need to get a residency somewhere and sit down.
Facts. Now here's another question for you, Shad. This is a question for the chat too. JT did a Super Bowl with Janet Jackson. We all know what happened with him and Janet Jackson. Mm-hmm. Was it an accident or did he do that on purpose?
Nah, he did it on purpose, dog. And we appreciate you, JT. Hey, he took one for the team, man. We appreciate you, homie.
Hey,
shout out to Janet too. She coming to Charlotte like next month.
Hey, you know the crazy thing about that, bro? I was at church watching the Super Bowl when that happened, bro. You know how awkward that was?
Oh, wow.
You know how awkward that was, bro? And I was young, but you know how awkward that was? I was like, yo, what is going on? Bro, look, Vashot put this in all caps. She said it was planned and Janet took all the blame. He let Janet take all the blame, which is wild, which is a lot of people were saying that Janet and Britney Spears are really happy that this man got arrested. So maybe I thought before this that JT was just like a pretty chill guy, but apparently a lot of truth is coming out around him and what he's been up to and all those different things, man. So it's crazy how
add him to the list. Add him to the list.
Add him to the list, man. Dang, sometimes you don't need to pop out and just stay in the house. That's what it comes down to. All right, so this is very interesting, man. So a lot of Twitter fingers is going on, man, between Malik Neighbors, who is the rookie wide receiver for the Jets, and Trayvon Diggs, who is an all-pro corner for the Dallas Cowboys or Cowgirls, whatever you want to say. Now it's interesting, man, because usually, in interviews, people always ask receivers, especially rookies, like, who are you interested in lining up against, going against, and all those different things. Malik Neighbors said Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs, tweeted and basically was not happy about it, but they went back and forth. Now it's interesting because you don't normally hear rookies going back and forth with a vet in the league. But he was basically saying like, yeah, you over here talking all this Twitter fingers. We'll see you. I'll see you when I get on the field type of smoke. Now, granted, this kid has not played a snap in NFL yet. Do you feel as though that this man is really standing on business and you respect that shot? Or you feel like, hey, look, bro, at the end of the day, you're a rookie. You ain't played a snap yet. Pipe down.
Now I like the smoke. I'm always down for the smoke. And listen, a lot of folks have neighbors. Some of them have him ranked over Marvin Harrison, right? So Malik Neighbors is him. Yeah, I mean, so he's walking like it. He's walking the walk. He's talking the talk. Now I like it because this isn't just they're not just talking, right? This is some division stuff. This is division smoke. When you got the Giants, the Cowboys, they gonna see each other twice per year. Right. So this isn't just like it's I'm just going at the best corner. Nah, I want Diggs. He's in my division. We going at it every year, twice a year. And I want it. I'm going to show him that I'm better than him. I'm going to do numbers against him. And so that's dope. I like it. I like the smoke. Now he just got to back it up, because if you don't back it up, then it's all for naught, man. You're going to look crazy. You have egg on your face. But I like it though. I like the smoke.
I think it's cool. I mean, it's good off-season chit chat. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing you said, you took the words right out of my mouth of like, he's got to back it up. Like Malik Neighbors is one of those receivers who is very vocal, who is very out in social media, doing TikToks, doing all these different things. So he is one not to back down. Now, granted, when he was at LSU, he backed up what he was talking about, pause, because of the fact that, he played so well. Like people had, like you said, Smitty had him over Marvin Harrison Jr.
And not just Smitty. That a couple people.
I mean, not just me. I'm calling him out because you know what I'm saying. But a lot of people had Neighbors over him. I think the fact that Marvin Harrison Jr. was over him because of the 6'4" and his height, his body frame, all those different things. But Malik Neighbors is nice. The only thing is he got Daniel Jones as a quarterback. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, but then also Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs is, like I said, all pro corner, but some people see him, as food sometimes because he's he gambles.
Yeah, he's aggressive. And he's super aggressive. He has a lot of picks. But he does get burnt quite often. But that's just the nature of the way his playing style. So we'll see though. They're gonna have to see each other. There's no excuses. You're gonna have to line up and show it.
You're gonna have to pop out.
You have to pop out and show them.
Twice a year. So I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like. Speaking of Twitter and social media and everything, I thought this was very, very interesting, man. So we talked about this before, right? We talked about this before on the channel around basically like the breaking up of the Warriors dynasty. Like we got this chance to see these people win 4 rings together. The Splash Brothers, Clay, Steph, Draymond, Kevin Durant at the time, Sean Livingston. Like that squad was fire, right? They went 73-9, right? That squad was fire. Klay Thompson got injured. He had an ACL injury, Achilles injury. Like he went through it for a few years. Came back this year. This year was like his contract year. He knew he needed to do well, and he stunk it up. To be honest with you, he stunk it up. He had a few solid games, but it wasn't to Clay's standard. It wasn't who we saw. It was like a shell of himself. So he understood that he probably wasn't going to get picked by the Warriors, and he basically unfollowed all Warriors players and took everything, including championship pictures like what you see on the right, off his Instagram. Also, he is looking, because he didn't get picked for Team USA, he's trying to play for Team Bahamas, which is very interesting. They have people like Buddy Hield and Aiden, who plays for the Blazers. Like they got an okay squad, not the USA, but it's an okay squad. But he's really just like, forget everything about the Warriors and all of that. What are your thoughts on this, man? Is this love lost? Is this no love lost? Is he just being petty and emotional? Give me your thoughts, bro.
No, that's what they do nowadays, man. They go to social media, start unfollowing folks. That's like step 1 in the breakup process. Like it's nothing new. I mean, but Clay got to admit, man, he not that dude anymore. Like he had a major contribution to those 4 titles. He was part of the Splash Brothers and all that. It was good while it lasted, but after he got injured, bro, he ain't been the same. That's just the reality, man. You can't expect to, get that next contract. You're gonna have to, make some sacrifices. And I don't know what his numbers look like. I don't know what it's gonna take to keep him. The NBA structure and the way they do deals is way more difficult than the NBA. I don't understand it at all with Supermax and all this other stuff that they got going on. Yeah. So I don't know how they're gonna make it work. And I just think it's about time for them to break that squad up and let those guys else. It'd be great to see Steph come back home, bro, while he still got,
It's not
a couple
happening, big
legs.
dog.
Come on, bro. Like it'd be good to see Steph back in Charlotte, bro. Come on, man.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. And it's multiple reasons, but I know you have on a time constraint, so I want to get into Kendrick. It's not gonna happen for a lot of different reasons. One, because of LeBron. LeBron has moved over all that time. Steph wants to stay with his team for a reason. There's a bigger reason behind it. He wants to stay with his team. And is word around the town, the streets are saying.
What the streets talking about?
Streets saying that they're looking at Jimmy Butler. So we'll see. And I kind of like that. I kind of like Jimmy Butler over there, an aggressive, little younger Draymond Green. We'll see. But we're going to get into some other stuff. So first off, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Did you see this post?
I did not. I did not see that.
All right. So Indianapolis Colts admin.
Is that what we doing?
Put up. So this is Zaire Franklin, who is a Q, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. He is a Q. But they didn't say throw your hooks up. They said throw your fours up. What is that? What is the fours?
This is going to be very problematic. You can't do this. Somebody got to tell him. I hope he has a conversation with them. And they can't do that. You can't be walking around throwing the hooks up. Yeah, I mean, it's very disrespectful.
No, I think he is.
I know I'm talking about the fans. Like the fans are going to emulate this, right?
Yeah.
People are going to start to do this
I get what you're saying.
at the games, and they're gonna have to put the kibosh on this, bro. Like I guarantee you, Colts, this game he start making tackles. You gonna start seeing fans throw up the hook. It's gonna be problematic, bro.
It's just the fact he said throw your fours up because his elbow, his thumbs were down. That was just pretty wild. Like that's what I think we just need a little bit more
cultural sensitivity training,
equity, and inclusion in these creative spaces. Is all I'm saying.
Yep.
But
this is when we need Vashti on the pod, bro.
Right. This is when Vashti would have turned up on this one. But speaking of turning up, boy.
Yeah.
Did you watch this?
I did not. I saw clips. I did not watch the whole thing. I saw clips. God. Obviously, I saw him do Not Like Us 5 times. I saw some of the better, the highlights. It's dope. It's super dope. I think again, as from a guy that's not really a Kendrick guy like that, this is fire. He did a great job, executed, brought out Dre, brought out his whole crew, Schoolboy Q and all them. It was dope. He got all the Bloods, all the Crips on the daggone stage, United LA. It's dope. Good stuff.
This might be, and as a Kendrick fan, I'm going to stay unbiased here, bro. This might be one of the best streamed concerts I've seen. Period, bro.
Yeah.
Period. You talking about something for the culture, bro? On Juneteenth, you unified the Bloods, the Crips, the Pyrus, everybody. It was a safe. Everybody was not beef. It was a safe concert. People calling it Gangchella.
I saw Gangchella.
I saw Gangchella. I saw Gangteenth. I've seen Hatechella.
Gangteenth is funny, bro.
That's what Vashti said. She messaged like, make sure this was like Gangteenth. So shout out to Vashti for saying it. It was like bro. For you come out to Euphoria, and the crowd is literally word for word going with you, bro. Like it was so fire. This man did not take a drink of water the entire time. This man had breath control, saying verse first. He had no voiceover, nothing. He rapped all his lyrics. Now he messed up on some of them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call it out. I'm calling a space, but he messed up on some of them. But look, bro, 6-minute song and all this stuff. You're not gonna forget. You're not gonna remember all your lyrics. But bro, you brought out Black Hippie, Reunion Black Hippie. You brought out Dre. The fact that Dre came out and said that I see dead people to start off Not Like Us, wild. You got YG. Drake said YG on his Family Matter song. You brought him out. You brought all these people out. DJ Mustard. It was such a unique and cultural experience that I enjoyed. I literally had a concert in my crib, bro. But you know who the biggest winner out of all of this is?
Who's that?
Your boy, Cole. Cole is the winner out of all this, bro. The fact that he dodged this nuke says a lot, bro.
Yeah, I think they respect each other, bro. And I think Cole did his thing. He stayed out the way, and I think that was the intended purpose. I think Cole he gonna have something coming soon. He got his album dropping, and so shout out to Cole. Kendrick bodied this, man. He did a great job. I gotta sit down and watch it. I was trying to find it And I was trying to find it too early in the day. I didn't know what time it started, but I did see all the clips. I saw all the clips floating around on TikTok. So
yeah,
great job, man. And again, this is coming from a guy. I'm not the biggest. I respect Kendrick, but I'm not the biggest Kendrick guy. Yeah, I mean, so this was dope though. Super dope.
Yeah,
super dope.
I know you got to go, bro.
I do.
Appreciate you, man. We'll keep talking. If you want to hop on, appreciate you, dog.
Yep.
If you want to hop on and give your thoughts on this Juneteenth piece, I'm going to drop the link in the chat because I still want to talk about this a little bit more. So let me. I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. So if y'all want to hop on, give me your thoughts on this particular concert. Here's one thing that I struggle with, though, y'all. Here's one thing I struggle with. It's Juneteenth, right? For black people, you know what I'm saying? We celebrating freedom, all that. But when you look in the crowd, when Amazon Music was canvassing the crowd, they were singing "Not Like Us," and a lot of people in that crowd did not look like us. We needed more people out there. Juneteenth. And we needed more people out there, bro. Like, it was so many different lyrics out there that those people could not say. Like, we needed more us in the audience. And I thought that was very, very interesting on Juneteenth, right? But I would say the beautiful thing behind this, y'all, like, first off, did y'all know Kendrick had a $600,000 necklace on? 600. I saw it today. It was a tweet that said the jeweler said that he created that for Kendrick and it was $600,000. So this man popped out wearing similar things to what Tupac wore during his beef. So it was very, very, he's very intentional. Like, one thing about Kendrick, he's very diabolical. But the fact that he basically created this platform and let all these local artists get an opportunity to showcase their talents. Everybody that was on that graced that stage was from California. Every single one. Every single person was from California. And I thought that was very dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have brought out, like, if it wasn't just a California thing, I think he could have brought out Future. He could have brought out Chris Brown. He could have brought out, like, all these different people. I'm just naming people, right? He could have brought out all those people, but he decided to keep it Cali. You know what I'm saying? And really gave people a platform. It was so many artists that I didn't even know about. And y'all know me, I love music, but it was a lot of artists I didn't even know about. And I was like, yo, I never heard this particular person before, but this is very dope that this person is getting an opportunity. And most of them, when they got off that stage, said, thank you, K-Dot, right? They thanked him for this particular opportunity. Two, you got to keep in mind of all the songs that he played. Very, very strategic. Very, very strategic. And Kev on Stage, shout out to Kev on Stage. I watched his live last night after the show, and he was basically saying, like, he did it on purpose to showcase that most of the lyrics from DNA, from all these other songs, were hinted towards Drake this whole time. Like, he's been, dissing Drake for a while, very, like, subliminally, but he was dissing Drake. And so I thought it was very unique, very creative, very intentional on how he showcased or how he basically planned his lineup. I thought this was fire. The fact that they took this picture, the fact that Kendrick got emotional towards the end. And can we talk about LeBron being there and singing the songs and singing the lyrics are Not Like Us? Now, LeBron, if y'all know LeBron and Drake's history, they go back. They go back. Drake loves some LeBron. Even so much so is when Drake was beefing with Meek Mill, he went on LeBron's podcast, whatever, and he was basically saying, like, yo, do you remember that time when me and Meek Mill was beefing and you text me and what'd you say? And you told me that I could never let you down. And I was like, why are you worrying about another man saying you could never let me down? It was interesting, right? But it was very interesting. But LeBron was there. LeBron was there, and he was vibing. He was singing all the songs Not Like Us. So my question to the chat, everybody who watching, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Facebook, not Facebook, excuse me, YouTube. Do you think Drake watched this stream? Do you think Drake watched this stream? I want to know. I'm going to wait for y'all to post this. Bruh, facts. Picking sides in this is over. Everybody just respecting greatness. That's true. That's true. But and the reason I'm saying this is because we know how emotional Drake is, and Drake is petty, and he's watching who's there. He's watching who's there because he's like, oh, y'all wish y'all thought y'all were my friends, because of the fact that let's go back to the control verse. How all of this started, this control verse. And the fact that he called all these people out, including Drake, and said, I got love for y'all, but I'm trying to murder y'all. Like, this is a competition. The way that Kendrick sees it is rap is a sport. Hip hop is a sport. It's a competitive sport. I want to be the best at what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be cool, but when we on the mic, we not friends. I've heard football players say that. We can be cool, but when we on the field, we not friends. I've heard basketball players say it. Kobe said it all the time. But Drake got too emotional. And he took it personally. And from there, he was like, that's when I tucked a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Right. And so that's where it all started. Right. But bruh, this right here. Yes. The game chose a side and he got left out of Gangchella. All the Bloods is out there. YG, all these people who Gang is all cool with. He was not there. Why? Because he decided to choose a side. The fact that you left your city like that, yeah, you lost a lot of respect for these dudes, right? But yeah, I think it's interesting. I see people saying that Drake watched it. Chad said Drake watched it. I mean, I feel as though that Drake probably had it on with a whole bunch of dudes in there, and they watching like, yeah, whatever. Ha ha ha, he did this, but he had to watch it. Especially when you play that joint 5 times and they stop it at A minor twice and the crowd continues and he does your little Hotline Bling dance. Come on, man. Oh, I see my boy Dre, I can't pull up your comment because you're on Instagram. If you come over to YouTube, I can pull up your comment, but he said Snoop wasn't there either, which is true. Vince Staples wasn't there either, but they came out and said the reasons why they weren't there. Vince Staples was on a world tour. Snoop, I mean, I don't know why Snoop hasn't come out and said anything. We understand that Snoop cool with, both of them, but I'm surprised Snoop wasn't there, especially since Snoop has graced him as basically saying, you got the keys, you the king of LA. That's a whole different conversation. But this is probably the best concert that I've watched, I've watched live. It's definitely set the precedent and set the bar for what Juneteenth is like. The fact that he was able to do it so like great. It was just awesome. Like even like the production when the wop and the camera change and everything, like it was awesome. I've seen people like tweeting saying, yo, Beyonce gonna give him flowers just because of this his cinematic genius in terms of doing all these different things. And the fact that he got all like this unity on the stage, like I thought it was very, very dope. Okay. Cool. Like shout out to Vashti, bro. Like she be getting stuff quick. So yeah, she said Snoop is on tour also. He's in Canada tonight. So there's a lot of people that are on tour and everything. Another thing I want to shout out to was Tommy the Clown, bro. Like having Tommy the Clown on there. If y'all seen Rise, y'all remember what Rise? I think it was the Lion Gates film. Rise, and it had tie-dyes on there and it was crumping and everything. That's the first time I ever heard about Tommy the Clown and a legend that he is in California. And the fact that he was there at the Forum 20 years after he actually sold out the Forum for something, like it was just so dope to witness that. And one thing I'll say about Snoop, even though he wasn't there, the fact that they were still promoting the gin and juice drink that they're gonna come out with, that says a lot too. If Snoop didn't want anything a part of that, he wouldn't have been promoting that. But it was dope. But I go back and forth on who was the real winner. Was it Kendrick or was it Amazon Music for finding an opportunity to make some money off of this opportunity? I'm curious to see the numbers that they did. That's going to say a lot. What are the numbers that Drake? I said Drake. Whoa. What are the numbers that Kendrick did with this particular event? I was hoping that he was going to announce an album, but I get why he didn't too, because there was already like speculations that he was doing this beef right now because this is an album rollout. So I'm pretty sure he was just like, nah, I'm not going to say it right now. But this man popped out and showed him, man. Like it was dope. So shout out to him. Shout out to this. This was fire, man. I might go back and watch it again because it was just that fire. But yeah, shout out to Kendrick, man. Shout out to K Dot, and shout out to Cole for realizing he was Doctor Strange and realized what was going on early. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next topic here real quick. Boston Celtics, as the Lakers fan, this was tough to watch. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing, man. I'm not your typical, Lakers fan where I can't. Somebody text me. I'm sorry. I can't not root for certain players on the Celtics. Like, it's not like my hate for Boston Celtics is not like it doesn't run deep like that. Not when like KG and Paul Pierce was there. So I like this young group. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect them. In terms of like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, all these different people. So they won. They did a gentleman's sweep 4-1. Shout out to Al Horford, who's been in the league for about 17 years now, and he got a ring now, which is very interesting. That it took that long for him, but he got it. But Jaylen Brown wins Finals MVP, even though Jason Tatum led his team in like points, rebounds, assists. Jaylen Brown definitely deserved it. So yes, they are the champs. But when I said original no, this is what I want to talk about. So, after every championship, they come out and they are talking to the team. They're talking to the players after they win, and they're like, hey, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts? Tell me how you're feeling. And we've had so many quotable moments, right? We've had Curry's, what they gonna say now? Like all those different things after Kevin Durant leaves and he wins. We had different people. We had the Kobe Bryant jumping on the presser box and like, throwing up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships, all those different things. You had Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. Like, we have all these quotable moments from that first, conversation or interview after a championship. So Jason Tatum gets on the mic and he's talking to I can't remember who. I think it might have been Lisa. He was talking to her and she's basically interviewing him, and he was not original at all. It was like low key cringeworthy. Like, he literally looked at her and was like, "We did it." And he's looking around at the camera. He's like, "We did it." And it was like so Kevin Garnett-ish. And I was like, bro, like, did you plan this? Like, you had no originality around this. And then he looks at the camera and says, "What they gonna say now?" Based off of Steph Curry. So I was like, yo, like, you don't have to create this moment, Tatum. Like, just be yourself and just be in the moment. And then later he gets on stage and basically copies Kanye West and says, everybody was wondering what would happen or how I feel if we did not win. I guess we'll never know. Like, Kanye West did that at the Grammys. It's like, yo, just be yourself, Tatum. Like, just, you don't have to come up with some quotable, bro. Like, you don't have to have a quotable. Just be yourself and just enjoy the victory. Now, the cool thing about Jason Tatum is that this man is winning on and off the court. On and off the court. And I said this on PMP, and I'm going to say it on the pregame. My man got a bun in the oven with LMA. And that's solid, right? Bada, knocked up. Hey, bada, knocked up. He got LMA. She was there. They've been together for a while. And he got another bun. He got another baby coming. So shout out to Tatum winning on and off the court. But just be yourself, dog. Be yourself. You ain't gotta get a quotable to like put in TikToks and videos in the future. You ain't gotta do all of that. Just be yourself, bro. Be yourself. That's all I gotta say about that. The last thing I want to talk about, and then we're gonna close with what we're gonna do for starting lineup next week. So, I told you I'm a Panthers fan, man, and the Panthers Blueprint episode 2 came out, and Vashti, she was kind of like, I don't know. The episode 1 was even though I was hype about it. She didn't want to drink my Kool-Aid that I had poured up, and I got poured up today, Vash. I got it poured up. But episode 2 was so fire. Episode 2 was fire because we got a chance to really get in the minds of our front office, right? We got to see some of our free agency opportunities, not opportunities, but free agency moves. We got to see the draft. We got to kind of take a look at like how we traded some of the draft picks and everything. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, we got some dogs. We got some dogs, y'all. The fact that and everyone, like, you could tell that the Panthers in this front office has a type, right? Everybody, I ain't got no type. No, the Panthers got a type. The Panthers got a type, y'all. They love dogs. They love this mentality of like, I'm going to kick you and punch you in the mouth. We could be cool, right? I talked about this earlier. We could be cool, but when we on this field, I don't care if you're my teammate right now. Like, I'm going to show you that I'm the best at what I do. And that was showcased through Ashawn Robinson. That was showcased through Jadeveon Clowney. That was showcased through Josie Jewell. And it was really cool to just notice that they're trying to find players who are really, that love the game of football and that are dogs and that they want to be the best at what they do. So I thought that was pretty fire to kind of just see the mindset of these players, why they pick these players, and how they're really going to mesh with the Panthers moving forward. Now they got into the draft, and like I told y'all before, in a past life, I would have been a GM, right? I would have been a GM in a past life. I love seeing all the different acquisitions, the trades, the free agencies, how they move and shake. I think it's fun. It's fun to me. And so to be able to see how Dan Morgan did what he did during the draft, but then also his counterpart with Brant Tillis and how much he does. And I don't think he gets the credit he deserves in terms of being that lead contract guy, paying these people, making sure that you're underneath the cap space, making sure that you are not, taking too much of the future cap, but making it make sense. Like he's working magic. Now that part, numbers piece, they can have that. I got to have somebody with me, but the Dan Morgan piece, I would love. But I thought it was dope to see how they interact, and all those different things. And so it was really dope to just kind of witness how they did what they did, how they talked with Brandon Beane for a while, then came back around with the Bills to trade. Like, it was just dope to kind of witness all of that, realize how much they liked Xavier Legette, how much they liked Jonathan Brooks, how much Dan Morgan likes Trevin Wallace, and how they really basically completed our draft picks for next year, get that second round pick, all those different things. Like, it was really, really dope to witness all of that. I wish that it was longer, even though it was 40 something minutes. I wish it was longer, but it definitely got me excited. And so, Vashti, if you're still in here, I need to know, like, can I pour you up a cup of Kool-Aid now? Like, are you feeling it, or are you still like, we got to wait and see? Now, the only thing I will say, and I said this on PMP on Tuesday. Oh, wait here. Oh, wait. Nah, Vashti. Nah. She said, okay, so hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. She said episode 2 is definitely better than episode 1, which is true. Even though y'all sleeping on episode 1, episode 1 was pretty good. Episode 2 is definitely better than episode 1, but still not drinking a Kool-Aid though. You can take a sip, bro. You gotta take a sip to see if you even like the Kool-Aid. You got to sip. Like, that was fire. I think, like, just seeing that we are, to me, this feels like we are a legitimate football team. Like, I feel like we are an actual football team now, and I think that's what gets me excited. We're a legit football team. Like, I think it is dope. And we have an identity. We're creating. I'm gonna take that back. We're creating an identity. I know that Bryce came out recently and said that we have an offensive identity. I'm not sure yet. I got to see that in person. I mean, I got to see that for myself, because of the fact that we were so trash on offense last year. So I got to see it for myself. And from there, I think I'll say what I want to say about the offense. But it's dope. It's dope. I'm excited about it. Training camp, all those dates came out recently, so I hope that y'all are tuned in. We're gonna pick our date soon in terms of when we are going to go live. We're gonna do our live show. I think we said this on the pod. If we haven't, I'm gonna say it right now. We're doing a live show, so it's gonna be a collab with PMP, and a collab with Carolina Blitz. Not Carolina Blitz. Excuse me. Quick Blitz. Pardon me on that. Quick Blitz. And so that's going to be Shah from PMP, of course, your boy Carlo, and Vashti, and Sheena Quick from Quick Blitz. So there's going to be a 4-person live show. Details coming soon. Make sure you tell somebody to pull up on us, because it's going to be fire. It's going to be so fire. I'm working on like some content on what we can do. But we're looking at right now, possibly the last day or the day after the last joint practice with the Jets. We're working on that and to kind of see what that looks like. And so that'll be August 16th, I want to say, is when it'll be. Either way, make sure y'all pull up on this, because this will be our first live show that we do. And we're going to have some fun. So with that being said, starting lineup for next week is going to be the top 5 shows that you would recommend to someone. Now, here's a difference. We could talk about your favorite top 5 shows, right? But it's a difference between your top 5 shows and the top 5 shows you'll recommend to somebody else, right? So that means that the top 5 shows you got to recommend to somebody else, it got to be fire. It got to be fire. It has to be fire. It's got to be a reason why you would recommend that show to somebody. It can't be just because you like it. It's got to be because that thing has some fire to it, right? So I need y'all to pull up. Look, all right, so time out. So I see my boy Ship in the Instagram chat. I can't pull the Instagram quotes over to live to pull up things like, hold on, this. So make sure y'all pull over to the YouTube so I can pull up your comments. But he just basically said the Panthers stink, but he a Cowgirls fan, so it really don't even matter. It really don't matter. Either way, your top 5 shows that you would recommend to someone, pull up with them next week. And we're going to talk about them. You're going to rank them. You already know how we do. 5 to 1. 5 to 1. So that number 1 better be fire. We will talk about it. And we also got some really dope stuff coming up for you. We got some special guests that we've been working on to pop up with us. And we're going to have a special on the WNBA with some special guests too. So y'all stick with pregame. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, continue to tell somebody. We're on the road to 250 subscribers, y'all. Last time I checked, the thing, we got like 188 subscribers right now. So we're killing it. And it's only episode 23. We ain't been doing this for 23 episodes, y'all. And we are rolling. So continue to tell people to pull up on us. But it's been fun, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Next week we'll have Shad, we'll have Vashti. But it's been fun. As always, thank y'all for pulling up on me.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.